welcome to week 8 of the 5th quarter. I'm Katie Wilfong. The Garden Grove Argos are still undefeated, but the playoff picture at this point is unclear. All of the Garden Grove and Empire League teams continue to fight, and on this Halloween weekend, anything could happen. Let's go out to Bolsa Grande Stadium.
Go! Argos, go! 1, 2, 3, yeah!
Argos cheerleaders fire up the crowd at Bolsa Grande Field. The opponent, the La Quinta Aztecs. In the first quarter, Garden Grove up 6-0. Quarterback Sean Young takes the snap. He zigs and zags, then runs into the end zone untouched for the 36-yard touchdown. Young runs around the other side for the 2-point conversion. It's 14-0 Argos. Aztec band members hoist the LQ flag and the fans show their appreciation. The Garden Grove band played in the visitor stands. And the La Quinta band played on the home side. Still second quarter, Lozano takes the handoff again. He breaks a couple of tackles and he could go all the way. The 25-yard score makes it 27 for Garden Grove. Lozano had 103 yards rushing. The Aztecs were able to move the ball, like this quarterback keeper by Andy Liu for a first down, and this 10-yard pass and nice catch by Tyler Andreen. But nothing was easy and there were some hard hits. The Aztecs couldn't have done much more in their effort to stop this lob pass, but Josh Webb caught it anyway. And that led to this 3-yard connection, Young to Avery Williams on the far sideline. Young tallied 217 yards passing and 2 touchdowns by air. That's 34-0 Garden Grove going into the half. She-wolves, sea creatures, and mummies took to the rolling stages for the La Quinta homecoming festivities. Angela Pham was crowned this year's homecoming queen. The undefeated Garden Grove Argos looked very tough this night. They passed, ran, and defended their way to a 62-0 victory. Next up for Grove is Los Amigos, and La Quinta faces Santiago next week. Lobo cheerleaders and some future cheerleaders do a circular dance. It's Rancho Vaqueros versus Los Amigos at Jason Field, both looking for their first win in league. First quarter, Rancho's Mike Frank passes to Juan Cruz on the left side. He zigs once and he's off for about 35 yards before he's pulled down. That sets up this 20-yard lob pass from Frank to Steven Silva in the end zone. 7-0 Vaqueros. Rancho fans are loving it. Coach Mike Enright says, how about a low 5? The Vaqueros played some defense too. Here Jose Garcia breaks through for the tackle with some help from big Anthony Mansfield. When the Lobos are just short on their 4th and 1 play, the ball goes back to Rancho. And Frank takes advantage. He scrambles out of the pocket and finds Silva all alone in the end zone. 14-0 Rancho. The Lobos threaten with this Daniel Hernandez to Jose Perez pass for 31 yards and good field position. But Rancho comes up big on defense again, causing the Lobos to go for the field goal. And Hernandez does the honors. It's a 47-yard boot to get on the board. That cuts the lead to 14-3. But the Vaqueros came right back and Frank hit Silva on the left side for 15 yards to make it 21-3. At one point, it wasn't completely clear whether it was 3rd down or 4th down, but they got it all straightened out. A special shout out to the xylophone players who were featured in front of the Lobo band as they entertained at halftime. Third quarter, Frank goes back to Cruz for a 6-yard touchdown strike down the middle. Frank threw for 6 touchdowns in the contest. Fourth quarter now, Los Amigos on the 12-yard line. Hernandez pitches to freshman Jerry Sandoval, and he will not be denied. He scores, and that makes the Lobos very happy. Coach Enright gets a cold shower as Rancho wins the contest 41-10. He says he likes cold showers, and
I thought it was our best overall game, all 3 phases, special teams, defense, offense. I thought, we went back to basics this week.
We got it together and we communicated, we talked about it halftime, we talked about it on the sideline, and we really bounced back from losses, and we really played good tonight.
Bolsa Grande is next up for Rancho, and Los meets Garden Grove next week. Now we go to reporter Gaston Castellanos for a big night at Bolsa Grande High School.
It's a special night at Bolsa Grande Stadium. The school is celebrating its 50th birthday, and the alumni are in the stands for the big game. Homecoming queens from decades past were brought in riding classic cars for what is sure to be a great halftime show. On the field, there's a game to play, and the Santiago Cavaliers prove unsentimental about Bolsa's big night. Minutes into the first quarter, Salvador Ceja takes the ball into the end zone for the score, 7-0 Santiago. On Bolsa's next possession, the ball gets loose, and Santiago recovers on the Matadors' 30-yard line. Cavs quarterback Chris Ortega is sacked in the backfield, but it just buys Bolsa a little bit of time. 2 plays and a Matador penalty later, Ceja is back in the end zone, and the Cavs lead 14-0. Second quarter, the Matadors have a lot of spirit for their 50th anniversary homecoming. The Matadors turn the ball over on downs, and Santiago is quick to capitalize. Ortega fires a 26-yard pass to Juan Sanchez, who makes the catch in spite of excellent coverage, 21-0 Santiago. Still in the second, Santiago recovers another fumble, and on a second and long play, Ortega on the run, he fires to Misael Lagunas for the score, and the Cavs are running away with it 28-0 at the half. Okay, here's the halftime show. It's a journey through a magic kingdom as Prince Charming searches for his princess. And here she is. Congratulations to senior Emmy Tran, Bolsa Grande's 50th homecoming queen, and to Natalia Guzman, Bolsa's spirit queen. Back on the field, no score in the third, but in the fourth quarter, it's the Cavaliers who found some magic. Running back Julian Martinez puts the ball on the 5-yard line, setting up another Cavalier touchdown. Cavs win 35-0 and improve to 7-1, and the Matadors are still searching for their first win. It was a tough night on the field, but happy birthday to Bolsa Grande, still the only Garden Grove League team to have won a CIF football crown. That was back in 1986. This is Gaston Castellanos reporting.
Thanks for that report, Gaston. The Pacifica Mariners have seen their fortunes rise since the preseason and are undefeated in league play. The Loara Saxons are 4-3 overall, but looking for their first regular season win. First quarter, both teams are forced to punt until late in the period. That's when Mario Nava hands off to Luther Tolber for the 1-yard charge into the end zone. 6-0 Pacifica after the extra point fails. Second quarter, Saxons on the move. Quarterback Mike Schneider connects with Howard Gata. The Mariners' Tino Fatea makes him wish he hadn't. Still in the second, Pacifica scored again on a pass to Clay Leonard and increases their lead with another touchdown run by Tolber. The Mariners lead 20-0 after a 2-point conversion. With seconds to go in the half, the Saxons get on the scoreboard with an 18-yard touchdown pass to Gata. It's 20-7 with the Mariners out in front. Third quarter, the Mariners struck again with this 7-yard run by Tolber. He repeats with another unanswered score to give Pacifica a 32-7 lead. He had 4 touchdowns and 152 yards for the night. Loara's backfield got no rest from Pacifica's defense. Alex Alonso was brought down by Dave Casenberry. That's followed by a Leonard interception. Final score 39-14. The Mariners improved to 3-0 and the Saxons fall to 0-3 in league. Next week, Pacifica takes on the Cypress Centurions at Handel Stadium on the Western High School campus. For the fifth quarter, I'm Katie Wilfong.